In a busy food service operation, staff members can accidentally contaminate food in which of the following ways? Touching dirty food contact surfaces and equipment, and then handling food. A newly appointed food handler prepared a dish made with ready-to-eat food. The manager who was monitoring the operation told her to discard the dish. Which simple precaution did she overlook? Allowing ready-to-eat food to touch a surface that contacted raw meat. Which pathogens can contaminate food and cause foodborne illness? Choose all that apply. Fungi, viruses, and bacteria. Which of the big 6 pathogens are found in very high numbers in an infected person's feces and can be transferred to food easily? Choose 2. Non-typhoidal salmonella and hepatitis A. Which symptom of foodborne illness causes the yellowing of skin and eyes? Jaundice. Which 6 favorable conditions are required for bacteria to multiply rapidly, fostering the growth of foodborne pathogens that cause illness? Food, acidity, temperature, time, oxygen, moisture, FATTOM. Bacteria grow best in foods with a neutral pH. Which of the following foods has a pH that provides ideal conditions for bacterial growth? Cooked corn, with a pH of 7.3 to 7.6. Bacteria typically grow best in a pH range of 6.5 to 7.5, which is neutral to slightly acidic or slightly alkaline.
Cooked corn, with a pH of 7.3 to 7.6, falls within or very close to this danger zone, making it the most favorable option for bacterial growth. The other foods are more acidic and fall below the optimal range. The closer a food's pH is to neutral, 7.0, the more conducive it is for most pathogenic bacteria to multiply rapidly. Bacteria grow most rapidly in which of the following temperature ranges? 70 degrees to 125 degrees. A chef was preparing chicken broth. Before going on a lunch break, she left the broth to cool down at room temperature. The lunch break was 20 minutes long, but she forgot to check the time and returned to the prep area after 40 minutes. The pot with the prepared broth was left on the prep surface. She checked the temperature and decided to discard the entire pot. What compelled her to dump the whole batch of chicken broth? The broth was left in the temperature danger zone for over 30 minutes. Bacteria need oxygen to grow. Some types of bacteria can grow without oxygen provided they get a time temperature-abused environment. Bacteria that grow without oxygen can occur in which of the following foods? Choose 2. Cooked rice and untreated oil mixtures. Bacteria need good fat tom conditions to grow. One of the fat tom elements is moisture. Which water activity scale measures the amount of moisture in food ideal for bacterial growth? AW scale, ranging from 0.0 to 1.0. Water activity scale that shows the amount of moisture available in food for bacterial growth. It ranges from 0.0 to 1.0. Water has a water activity of 1.0. Therefore, food with a water activity of 0.85 or higher is ideal for the growth of bacteria. There are 4 progressive stages for the bacteria to grow under fat tom conditions. At which stage do bacteria reproduce by splitting into 2 and doubling their numbers within 20 minutes? Log phase. There are 4 progressive stages in bacterial growth under suitable conditions. Lag, an adjustment period after the bacteria are introduced to food. Their number is stable as they get ready to grow. Log, bacteria reproduce by splitting in 2s. Under suitable conditions, they can double as often as 20 minutes. Stationary, bacteria continue to grow until the conditions become unfavorable. Death, the population declines as dying bacteria outnumber the growing bacteria. How can a manager prevent spores from forming on fresh, uncooked potatoes? Storing and holding food at the correct temperatures. Which type of bacteria is commonly found in poultry and eggs and can be effectively eliminated by cooking food to the proper internal temperature of 165 degrees? Non-typhoidal salmonella. Which prevention measures should be observed to prevent the hepatitis A virus from contaminating food? Choose 2. Avoid handling ready-to-eat food with bare hands and purchase shellfish from reputable suppliers.